let us talk about as a massive corporate powerhouse that operates entirely in the shadows but is likely responsible for several apps you use every single day. I am talking about Bending Spoons, a highly secretive technology conglomerate based in Milan that just made massive waves by officially going public on the Nasdaq this week. They debuted with a huge pop in their stock price, momentarily pushing their market capitalization well over the $25 billion mark. Even though the stock has leveled out a bit since the initial frenzy, they are still sitting at double their previous private valuation of $11 billion. This proves that Wall Street investors are absolutely ravenous for their incredibly ruthless but effective business playbook. If you look at their massive portfolio, they own major digital brands like Meetup, Eventbrite, WeTransfer, and even legacy giants like AOL and Vimeo. Their overarching strategy is aggressively similar to traditional private equity firms, but with one massive distinction. They literally never sell the brands they buy. Their entire business model revolves around acquiring struggling software companies, injecting them with highly advanced internal tech and artificial intelligence pipelines, and then optimizing them for pure financial extraction. This usually means massive, highly controversial layoffs and steep price hikes for the end users. The co-founder, Matteo Danieli, openly admitted that they get a lot of heavy scrutiny because they often acquire beloved tools, like Evernote, and completely gut them. But he also coldly pointed out that despite all the public backlash, their customer retention metrics remain incredibly stable. People complain, but they do not leave. As of March 2026, their digital empire serves over 500 million monthly active users and pulls in cash from more than 9 million paying subscribers. Last year alone, they generated an astonishing $1.31 billion in pure revenue. The fascinating backstory here is that Bending Spoons rose from the ashes of a failed Copenhagen startup back in 2011. The core team stuck together, relentlessly building and acquiring apps without taking any venture capital money for years. Today, they operate with a terrifying efficiency. They acquire a company, lay off the vast majority of the staff, and integrate the core product into their centralized engineering matrix. For example, they bought Filmic in 2022 and fired the entire team. They bought Evernote, laid off staff, and restricted the free tier. Recently, they bought Vimeo in a $1.38 billion all-cash deal and immediately fired almost everyone, including the entire video team. They also snatched up Eventbrite for a mere $500 million, which is pennies compared to its old valuation. The 4 original founders are now certified billionaires and still control 80% of the voting power. They employ a hyper-elite group of about 620 core engineers known internally as spooners, and thanks to AI integrations, their revenue per employee has skyrocketed to over $2.5 million. It is a highly optimized, absolutely ruthless tech machine that is only getting bigger.